Every season tells a story. Every game writes another chapter. Welcome back to the Odyssey. Last week, we survived one of the toughest tests of the season, a rivalry game, a hostile environment, 4 quarters of adversity. We earned that victory. Now the challenge changes. On paper, this looks like a game we're supposed to win. That's exactly what makes it dangerous. University of Louisiana Monroe comes into Boone with a 2-8 record. The standings say one thing, football has a way of saying another. Every upset begins with one team believing the game has already been won. That's not who we are. Championship teams don't prepare for records, they prepare for opponents. This isn't about 2-8 versus 8-2. It's about protecting our home field, defending first place in the Sun Belt, and proving that every Saturday demands the same level of focus, discipline, and execution. Respect every opponent. Fear none. The mission is ULM. Let's head to Kid Brewer Stadium and earn this victory.
Kid Brewer Stadium in beautiful Boone, North Carolina. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Appalachian State Mountaineers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, the Mountaineers head coach told me pregame he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Mountaineers offense will have the football first. And we'll be seeing plenty of Jakari Lewis, a 150-yard, 3-touchdown day while leading his team to victory in their last game. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. On the move, it's Lewis. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Guys, let's chat about App State. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's James. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Villa. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Looking to buy time. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense forced him into an intentional grounding call, and now they'll try to shut down the drive on third and goal. Got his man on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure three here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Moving out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Warhawks offense will now get its first chance with the football. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. A spectacular one-hand grab. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Warhawks will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. First and 10 from the 32. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. From the one, it's first and goal as they try to open the scoring here. They'll run it on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. The 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That touch pass went nowhere, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You got a chance to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal. When you have to lay out and you have to reach that football, you could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
Quarterback gets the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Delayed handoff. It's Jamison. Might have a chance. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That's the big sophomore tight end who's shaken up. Holly Roll will keep an eye on him. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jamison. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finds his man. It's James. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Mountaineers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. It has been a quiet and somewhat forgettable game for this sophomore behind center. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snags it, and there's running room. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. We're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Let's talk about App State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, that looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. They got time. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Here comes the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dot.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll pull it down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. But nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the 4th down, and it's decision time for this offense.
The Warhawks send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it. 15.
What's
Let's see
going
what
on?
Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Merck Jones, Appalachian State, we winning. That's what's going on.
Really hyping up their quarterback
Right now, anyway.
guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered.
What? It's crazy how your controller can disconnect while it's connected.
200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
All right, Holly.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Still looking on the move. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To the air, it's Singleton. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon.
Second.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time.
No, he became starter.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
No, the guy that's in there right now is a
Monroe
starter.
has it back on the offense, ready to go to work.
I swapped him
And
because
for this sophomore
Hasselbeck is a
signal
star.
caller, this one will be filed under learning experience. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Makes the grab, and the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. And the Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. Completes it in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Myers on the move. That's reeled in. It's James. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver, so that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. Oh, that one will leave a mark.
Are you serious?
No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Mountaineers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
Got to turn things around.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Guys, I caught up with the Warhawks head coach at the half. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They're looking to throw on second and short. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Warhawks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little release to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Roberts. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the running back has it. Got a little grass.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They give it to him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Warhawks are threatening in the red zone. Goes to the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires into the end zone. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive? And
maybe some room here. He is in! Touchdown, Appalachian
Here we go.
State!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
There we go. That's what we needed. All these injuries got us down bad.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a 74-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn
That's
the
good
page,
with
and
the
they've got
chat.
to play with a
Y'all
little
think
bit
we
more
gonna pull this
urgency here,
off?
knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
We think we
They're
might let it slip
dealing with
away.
a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
We got a close game here in the 3rd quarter, and you're seeing momentum shift right now for the defense. The last drive out, they gave up a touchdown. This drive, though, they've now forced a 3-and-out. They've done an outstanding job, and you can see them now playing with more confidence.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for space, it's Roberts. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Hand off from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. As we wind our way toward the end of this one, gives us a minute to check out the Week 12 scoreboard and the top 12 teams in the country and how things are going there. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. And the Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Working that left side now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends,
and that is interception number 3 on the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Singleton. Unloads to the wideout. The short hands, it's James. Running free. Into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Figured they'd be asleep over there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. And send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Warhawks line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Throws to the wideout. What a grab with one hand.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He now has 84 yards rushing in this game, and he is closing in on the 1,800-yard mark.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Motion from the wideout. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and goal. Leaves it with the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass-happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game.
Touchdown, App State! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Right on the money. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Keep. Here we go. Ready, go.
The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. It'll be 3rd and long. out of the gun. The running back has it. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The play action fake. Fires on the move. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Tripped up for the tackle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're in turn.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Switch it.
And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Blue 85. Blue 85. Why didn't he go?
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going for the goal line. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts.
Go.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like and he's in! Touchdown, Warhawks!
Country's gonna be able to hold them all.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
And the extra point is good. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And they're getting close to the point now in offense where it's full milk the clock mode, right? Run the football. Don't worry about throwing it right down the middle of the field. Keep giving it to your back who can fall forward. If he can keep doing stuff like this, get a few 1st down.
Touchdown, App State. And the punishment has been extended. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in. Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Appreciate you. That was a tough win. Those injuries, I thought they were going to cause us an upset, but we were able to pull it together. And with that being said, good teams win the games they're expected to win. Great teams understand those are often the hardest ones. UL Monroe came to Boone with nothing to lose. They fought for every yard, every possession, and every opportunity. But championships aren't built on overlooking opponents. They're built on respecting the process. Today wasn't about style points. It wasn't about the rankings. It was about showing up with the same focus, the same discipline, the same commitment that's carried us through this season. One more chapter has been written. Another conference victory, another step forward towards our ultimate goal. The mission was ULM, and the mission's accomplished. The journey's not over. Every game gets bigger, every opponent gets tougher, and every victory must be earned. We'll see you in the next chapter of the Odyssey. If you're new, thank you for showing up. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys at kickoff.